Have you ever caught someone's eye across the room and wondered if you still have it after 70? As we get older, society often makes us feel invisible, as if our ability to connect and attract others diminishes with each passing year. The truth is, attractiveness at 70 plus has little to do with wrinkle-free skin and everything to do with the subtle signals your body language conveys. Physical charisma deepens with age when you understand how to express it authentically. In this video, we're going to reveal 7 subtle body language secrets that make you naturally attractive after 70. These aren't just about maintaining good posture, but the overall presence that makes people instinctively drawn to you. Whether it's the way you maintain eye contact, how you position yourself in social settings, or the silent confidence in your movements, these indicators reveal more than you might think. Stay tuned until the end, because I'll share the most powerful nonverbal technique that very few people over 70 use, but when they do, it completely transforms how others perceive them. Before we begin, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you enjoy this video, please type 1 in the comments. If you don't like it, type 0 in the comments to let me know so I can make better videos for you. Now let's get started. Body language secret. 1. The confident posture that commands respect. One of the strongest indicators of attractiveness in people over 70 is upright, open posture. This isn't just about looking good. It communicates vitality, self-assurance, and presence. As we age, many people begin to physically collapse inward, shoulders hunched, creating an impression of withdrawal from life. But when you maintain an open chest, relaxed shoulders, and an upright spine, you signal to the world that you're still fully engaged. The psychology behind this is fascinating. Research shows that people instinctively perceive those with upright posture as more confident, capable, and yes, more attractive, regardless of age. It triggers respect in others before a single word is spoken. Think about walking into a room full of strangers. The person who enters with shoulders back, head held high, and moving with purpose immediately draws positive attention. Others, naturally, make space and take notice of this person, often without realizing why. Take Eleanor, age 76. After decades of teaching, she noticed people started to look past her at social gatherings. When she consciously improved her posture, standing tall instead of shrinking, she immediately noticed people maintained eye contact longer and engaged more meaningfully in conversation. "It wasn't that I changed who I was," she says. "I just stopped physically apologizing for taking up space." While younger people might rely on trendy clothes or physical attributes, an older person who carries themselves with dignity and openness stands out profoundly. Try this. Before entering any room, take 3 deep breaths. Roll your shoulders back and imagine a string pulling you gently upward from the crown of your head. Notice how differently people respond to you. So if you've noticed people seeming to pay more attention when you stand or sit with confidence, take that as a sign that your body language is working in your favor. Body language. Secret 2. The art of genuine smiling. The authenticity of your smile ranks among the most powerful attractive qualities at any age. A genuine smile, one that creates those delightful crinkles around your eyes, known as Duchenne markers, is something that can't be faked. If your eyes light up when you smile, that's a clear indication that you're projecting warmth that others find magnetic. This isn't just about being cheerful, it's about allowing your true emotions to show. At 70 plus, a lifetime of experiences has likely given you plenty of reasons for authentic joy, wisdom, and humor. Let these shine through your expressions. Think about meeting someone new. A warm, genuine smile immediately disarms defenses and creates connection. It signals openness and approachability. Without saying a word, take Richard, for example, at 82. After losing his wife, he retreated from social life. His daughter convinced him to join a community art class, where he initially kept to himself. "I noticed people seemed hesitant to approach me," he recalls. "Then one day something genuinely amused me, and I smiled without thinking about it. 3 people came over to talk to me almost immediately." What Richard realized was that his neutral expression had been read as unapproachable. The style of, your smile isn't about maintaining a perpetual grin. It's about allowing genuine emotion to reach your eyes. Even if you don't receive compliments directly, pay attention to how people mirror your facial expressions. If they respond to your smile with their own, you're creating positive connections. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment 2 below to let me know you're here. Let's keep going. Body language secret. 3. The power of deliberate movement. Graceful, purposeful movement is often expressed in ways that don't require words. It's evident in how you reach for an object, how you stand from a chair, or how you gesture during conversation. Rather than apologizing for moving more carefully than you once did, embracing deliberate movements transforms them into a sign of mindfulness and presence. It's not about moving slowly because you must. It's when you move with intention, turning necessity into elegance. Think about the last time you saw someone navigate a room with unhurried confidence. There's a captivating quality to someone who appears fully present in their movements rather than rushing anxiously. For instance, imagine Margaret, who's 74 and uses a cane after hip surgery. Initially embarrassed, she decided to change her perspective. I started thinking of my walking as a kind of meditation, each step deliberate and meaningful. She noticed people responded differently when she moved with dignity rather than apology. Young people started asking me for advice, as if my measured movements suggested wisdom. What Margaret didn't realize was that her deliberate movement style was communicating self-respect and groundedness. When you move with intention rather than hesitation, you demonstrate comfort in your own body. The next time you reach for something or rise from a chair, don't be so quick to rush. It might not be slowness others perceive. It might just be a dignified presence they find attractive. Body language secret. 4. The gift of full attention. One of the clearest signs that you're attractive beyond your years is the ability to give undivided attention. Through your body language. In a world where most people half listen while thinking of what to say next or checking devices, there's something revolutionary about truly focusing on another person. There's a deeper psychological element at play. The gift of your complete attention makes others feel valued and important. Think about the times you've been with someone who listened. Maybe they turned their body toward you, maintained comfortable eye contact, and nodded thoughtfully as you spoke. This happens because full attention is increasingly rare, and therefore increasingly precious. There's a quality in your presence, a sense of generosity that makes people feel truly seen. For example, think about a time when someone put their phone away, turned toward you, and engaged with what you were saying through their eyes, expressions, and occasional nods. It's subtle, but it's profoundly affecting. At the end of the day, attractiveness isn't just about physical features, it's about how you make others feel. If you've noticed that people seem to seek you out in conversation, that's not a coincidence. It's a reflection of the appeal you carry, whether you see it or not. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment 4 below to let me know you're here. Let's keep going. Body language secret. 5. The confidence of appropriate touch. One of the most attractive traits in people over 70 isn't about looks at all. It's about knowing when and how to use appropriate touch to connect. Unlike younger generations, who might rely on casual physical contact, older adults who understand the power of a well-timed handshake, a gentle touch on the forearm during conversation, or a warm hug with consent exude a type of emotional intelligence that can't be faked. Think about the times you felt a genuine connection through a simple gesture. Maybe someone gently touched your shoulder in sympathy or offered a firm, warm handshake that communicated respect. Take someone like Howard, 78. A former physician, he naturally incorporated appropriate touch into his interactions, a brief hand on the shoulder when greeting old friends, or a reassuring touch on the arm when expressing sympathy. People always tell me they feel comfortable around me, he says. I think it's because I'm not afraid of human connection, but I'm always careful to respect boundaries. There's a reason why appropriate touch is so appealing. Humans are wired for physical connection, and in our increasingly digital world, meaningful touch has become more valuable. So if you've ever wondered why people seem to remember conversations with you, Why they seek you out at gatherings, or why they describe you as warm, it's because confident, appropriate touch, when used respectfully, is impossible to ignore. And that in itself is one of the most attractive qualities a person can have. Body language secret 6, the silent language of personal space. How you manage personal space speaks volumes about your self-awareness and social intelligence. Understanding and respecting spatial boundaries demonstrates sophisticated emotional intelligence. Not invading others' space, just maintaining a comfortable distance that allows connection without intrusion. People who possess this quality don't crowd others in conversation because they recognize the importance of comfort. They don't back away excessively either because they understand the value of presence. Take someone like Claire, a 77-year-old former librarian. She has an uncanny ability to stand just the right distance from others, close enough to create intimacy in conversation, but respectful enough that no one ever feels their space invaded. People always seem to relax around me, she notes. I think it's because I pay attention to their cues about space and comfort. Here's the thing. This kind of spatial awareness has nothing to do with age. It has everything to do with empathy. So, how do you cultivate this kind of spatial intelligence? First, observe how others position themselves and mirror it. Second, watch for subtle cues that someone needs more space, leaning away, or connection, leaning in. Third, adjust your position accordingly without making it obvious. Mastering the yes, silent language of space creates an unconscious comfort that makes others naturally drawn to your presence. If you're still watching this video and finding these lessons valuable, please comment 6 below to let me know you're here. Body language secret 7, the magnetism of expressive hands. Your hands can be one of your most expressive and attractive features, regardless of age. Graceful, expressive hand gestures add emphasis and emotion to your words in ways that capture attention. Rather than keeping hands hidden or still, using them to punctuate your stories and ideas adds a visual dimension to your communication. Studies show that speakers who use appropriate hand gestures are perceived as more engaging, credible, and, yes, more attractive. This is particularly powerful for those over 70, as expressive hands demonstrate vitality and emotional engagement. Consider Thomas, 83, whose animated storytelling captivates everyone from his grandchildren to new acquaintances. My hands have always been part of how I communicate, he explains. Even as other parts of me have aged, my hands still express exactly what I'm feeling. The key is confidence. Don't hide your hands, even if they show signs of age. Those lines and contours represent decades of experience and add authenticity to your gestures. Try this. Next time you're sharing something you're passionate about, allow your hands to naturally emphasize your points. Notice how people seem to pay closer attention when your words and gestures align. Remember, it's not about grand theatrical movements. It's about letting your hands naturally complement your words with authenticity and purpose. Final thoughts as we wrap up this video. Take a moment to reflect on the 7 body language secrets we've explored. Maybe you've recognized some of these in yourself, or perhaps you've started to see yourself in a new light. The truth is, attractiveness isn't just about smooth skin or youthful features. It's about presence, connection, and authenticity. Many people over 70 go through life unaware of how much they stand out. They assume that because they're older, their appeal has faded, when in reality it has only evolved. Others notice your confident posture, your genuine smile, your deliberate movements. They see your full attention, your appropriate touch, your spatial awareness, and your expressive hands, all conveying a self-assurance that only comes with experience. So if you've ever doubted your appeal after 70, remember this. Your attractiveness isn't measured by wrinkle-free skin. It's measured by how authentically you occupy your space in the world. You have qualities that younger people can't replicate: presence, wisdom, confidence, and grace that make you uniquely attractive. What stood out to you the most? Which of these body language secrets do you see in yourself, or which one do you feel you can embrace moving forward? We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below sharing one thing you learned today and how you plan to bring it into practice in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.